All right, Kenman here, and today we have a little CRKT unboxing and overview. Long story short, I was at a tournament over the weekend, and after the round, there was a raffle that everyone got a free ticket entry, and I actually won a hat, but a friend, or one of the guys in the league, he won this knife, and after he won it, he walked over to me and was like, "Hey, thanks for donating the knife to the giveaway." And I was like, I didn't donate the knife to the giveaway. And he's like, "You didn't? I assumed you did." And I said, "No, let's check it out." And he said, "Well, if you want to take it home, do a quick little review of it, and I'm going to give it back to him." So it's not actually mine. I did not win it, but he was gracious enough to say, "Hey, yeah, I know you do the videos, and since you didn't donate it, here, you want to check it out and then bring it to me on Wednesday." I said, "Fair enough. Here we are, CRKT, confidence in hand." What is it? What did he win? What was donated by someone to my fun league? Well, it wasn't actually a league. It was just a tournament, single-day tournament. We do it every year. CRKT info cards. And we have, wow, look at this. Box on the floor. Mini bag on the floor. I'll pick them back up and put it back together for my buddy. But there we are. Wow, look at this. Okay. Oh, boom. We have the CRKT M402M version. The M402M, it probably says it right there. Yep. Carson Design, CRKT on there. Clean, kind of classy looking knife, huh? So, it does have the assist. I noticed that when I went to open it, it felt a little tight, but once you break free of that, you see it just slams open. Let's do that again. Boom. Assisted open, CRKT M4-02M. What else are we looking at? The blade steel on this one is an 8CR13 MOV. Nice little simple kind of drop point design. Got that extra little cutout right there. It's not sharp on the top, but just a little cutout, give it some style. So you can squeeze it shut with that assisted opening spring pushing against it. Wow, this handle feels nice. So we have a combo handle. It's a micarta with a G10 bolster. So they highly polish the micarta. It's very, very smooth on the white section there. And then the G10, you can kind of see that G10, just real light texture. It's almost unfeelable. Unfeelable? Sure. Texture, just nice and smooth. There's a little hair in there. And then I noticed there is a little ride up. When you close this, might be able to see it better. See how the liners kind of ride up and out where those jimps are and kind of come up. And the G10, you can see it kind of there. That's a better angle. It kind of sticks out just a little bit, kind of a little accent. Boom. So then when you're holding, there you can see it really good at that angle. Those jimps on there, really micro kind of jimps, but they feel nice, and that ramp up kind of just boom, it lets your thumb sit in there. Feels nice. No real choke up spot there. It's kind of a faux little, almost wants to be a choke up, but it's mostly just a sharpening choil area. You could kind of put your finger there actually. It's wide enough that I can kind of rest my finger on there and it doesn't feel like it's trying to cut that at all. So you could kind of choke up on that, but it does feel better right here with that little ramp and those micro jimps. Feels good. It's definitely shorter. I have a larger hand. My pinky does sit on there. If I just grab it like this, a little bit hangs out there, but it is a shorter, smaller profile knife. Does feel good. So that 8CR13 MOV, not a terrible blade steel right there. Got a squeeze it shut. Can I finger flick it out? I can. Definitely does require a little pressure because of that. You can see that spring. Boom. Puts in there, but I can get the index finger in there, and I did it once. Okay, come on. Boom. Got it. It's tight though. Takes a little bit of work, and when you get thumb in there, it does fire out nice though. I don't think it's possible to fail a spring assist other than what I just did there, where you're kind of going like that. It's kind of a fail, I guess, but once you get a little pressure behind it and it starts to move, that blade is going to fire out. Ooh, we got a little hollow grind in that area right there. Feels slicey. Nice looking offering from CRKT. I looked it up. It retails for around $60 for this one right now. I know prices change. Those thumb studs are big. They don't really seem to like stick out in an awkward way or whatever, but for me, I can kind of, even though the clip is right here, I can't come in from more of an angle. See, on the righty side, you can kind of come in more from over here, but on the lefty side, that clip, you cannot swap that clip to any other spot, so it's kind of in the way. But when I get my thumb right there next to it, it still works just fine. But that in mind, that clip, we're looking at a tip down, which is kind of I don't really care for that as much, but it's only one spot. It keeps it a real nice clean look. Nice show side here, but clip only, tip down on one side, not any other option. A lot of people don't really care for the tip down carry, but I don't know. It is kind of what it is. As a lefty, when I grab it in my hand, the clip is kind of in the least hot spot kind of a spot place. Sometimes right in here when you squeeze, it can kind of push on the back, and when it's on that side and your palm, obviously. But being right there, my hand just sits naturally. That spot kind of goes in between these two fingers right there. So there is no hot spots at all where that clip sits as far as holding the knife and using it. It's a great spot for the clip to be, but carrying it, I'm not a big fan. So it's like in my pocket like this or like this, and you take it out, then you kind of have to turn it this way to open it. Versus if it's tipped down, it seems when you take it out, it's already in that position for you to just open it up. But again, how fast are we doing things in life where it's like coming out of that pocket and I can't go like this with it? You know, I mean, obviously, most people have enough dexterity in their hand that they can flip it over like that pretty easily, you know, to do whatever it is they need to do, get it at the angle they want. So, you know, ultimately, everyone has preferences though. And if you have knives that have options, you pick one, you end up liking it, and then you go with that. So when you get one that doesn't have an option, sometimes that can be a frustration or a reason for you not to get it. I carry a lot of knives, and so I carry them in both pockets. I have some pockets that can go, they're skinny enough that you can go either way with that without worrying about it potentially. Because, you know, if you put it in the wrong pocket and then you're sitting there and you're moving around, maybe the blade might open in your pocket. And so you always kind of want the blade against a seam so that if something does get bumped, it can't really open, versus if it's not next to a seam and then it does get bumped, it could be sitting in your pocket like that. So it's something to be careful of when you are actually carrying it. I had a knife in my shorts pocket and it wasn't up against the seam, and I didn't cut myself, but it did. I did notice, I'm like, what's going on? And it kind of popped and it was sitting like that in my pocket. So it's like, if you didn't know that and you go reach in your pocket, you cut yourself. So you got to be careful. And that's something with the way the clips are, where you carry it. You just got to be cautious and aware of that. This is a nice knife though. It does feel good. It does fire open hard. I would prefer it to be non-assisted. Personally, just a nice liner lock, non-assisted knife would be great. You could then use it, I'll show you with another one in a second, and swing it out a little bit more, do a little bit more kind of fidget factor with it. But it is a great looking design, good, sharp, clean look. I love this micarta is polished, just polished, smooth. You almost wouldn't know it's micarta. It's so smooth. A lot of micartas, they'll give it that texture because it feels really nice. But this still, even as smooth as it is, it feels very grippy. Excellent stuff. Okay, enjoy these unboxings. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you would like to see more. All right, let's get some measurements. This is definitely not a full size. Smaller offering from CRKT if you want something lighter and easier in your pocket. 7 inches end to end. Looking at almost 3 1/4 for the blade and about a 3-inch cutting surface with a really slight belly. 3 7/8 for the handle. Nice smaller one here. Blade is 12, about 11. That 11 carries all the way out to there, so nice thickness on that blade, little weight relief on that tip. Nice angle though for poking, doing some draw cuts. This knife feels good. Boom. Handle is, it kind of varies. Up here it's 0.46, but with the clip it's 6.8. Way back here in the thickness, 0.57. Widest spot, probably about there, 0.98, just under an inch. Oops, dropping stuff on the floor. Yeah, all in all, not quite full size, but a nice daily carry size. I do a comparison, everything with the CJRB button lock. Good pyrite, easy open, good fidget factor. So you don't need that assisted opening. You can just swing it out, flick it out real easy like that. This one does have that finger choke up choil area, which you can kind of really get up in there. Ultimately, looks like the blade is about the same size cutting surface there as the pyrite, but the handle on the pyrite is maybe a 1/4 inch larger. So the CRKT is a little bit smaller, but it's definitely a good size for a user. I did grab the Kaiser PPY. This one has kind of a fake bolster on it. I mean, well, you know, the same kind of material bolster. It's not like it's a steel, whatever. It's a bolster. This one's all micarta. This has a little bit more of that texture to it. It's a very nice feel on the micarta. This smooth, I don't want to deny it though. That's smooth. It makes me kind of want to polish some of my micarta down to that and see what it's like. But the PPY is another one that doesn't have an assist, but you can see that flick out, drop shut, really nice. I gotta be careful. You know what I mean? So you don't really need that assist to have a nice, easy actuating knife. Fairly similar in a way. Little bit longer, the PPY on the front and the back. But just another interesting knife if you are looking to pick up something and maybe you want something like this without an assist on it. I do have some affiliate links down in the description. If you use those, make a purchase. It does help out the channel. Kaiser is one of the good ones right there for sure. CRKT. Yeah, M402-M. Really cool looking, sleek, kind of fancy, almost dress knife. Like you could have a suit. You're wearing your suit and this kind of would match, kind of go with it. Have that sleek kind of black and white tux kind of design. Does everyone think about this? I have several knives from CRKT. They are a great company. Been around for a long time. Really interesting stuff. This one's cool. I will get it to my buddy. Appreciate you, Jeremy, for letting me kind of borrow this for a day and check it out. But you'll probably enjoy this one. It's a nice, nice little knife. Good user. Stay sharp. See you soon.